Fellas, what is good? We are back with another video. No, I'm just kidding. Either way, fellas, it's Feel Good Fridays. You know, we're hitting a leg day today. There's been a few problems with squatting a little bit. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Last week, my lower back was bothering me, and then I was kind of messing up my squat form a little bit too. So like, little messy week last week with squatting. But you know what? It's time to lock in, and Tuesday's leg day was good, and I think leading up to today, now I'll be like great. But for the most part, fellas, it's Friday. Just got off work. We had a work picnic actually and shit, so that was pretty cool. But now we're heading to the gym. I really didn't eat much at the picnic, I'm not gonna lie. I'm eating my grapes right now. I ate 3 brownies, like 2 little circle cupcake looking ones. And then just kind of like a normal square brownie. But either way, fellas, we are heading to the gym now, so I'll catch you guys on the flip.
Alrighty, fellers. So we come in here, we got our 3 squats, or 3 sets, man. 3 sets for 10 reps, for 225. Not gonna lie, fellers. There was some news that came in through our workout. So, I'll do a little bit of explaining later. But, best believe today's workout was a nice light one in preparation for tomorrow. But, either way, 3 sets of 10 for the squat here. We've kind of cycled this out completely for the leg press. Also, too, I kind of messed my back up a few weeks, or like last week. So, this week I was finally feeling good. And it had nothing to do with lifting or anything. It was completely outside lifting. Excuse me. It was actually, from riding quads and stuff like that. Which, I may be doing something a little bit later. Over the weekend. But either way else, probably save that as a surprise. Definitely not gonna help my back in any sense, but it's fun. Either way, we come over here, we got our leg curls, 3 sets of 10. Like I said, today's a light one. My legs weren't feeling it. It was a rough week, but at the same time, like I said, coming off having a sore back last week, I was kind of taking a little bit light with the legs. But either way, we got 3 sets of 10 here for our leg extensions. Everything was starting to feel fine, I want to say, though, towards the end of the week. It was just, I'd rather be safe than sorry. One of those, you know what I mean? Especially, you can't go wrong with playing it safe, I guess, you know what I mean? If you keep doing it all the time, though, you can chase the gains a little bit more, is what I'm saying. But then we come over here, we got our sus machine, 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 12 with the open. This one, I just try and not make eye contact with anyone, I'll be honest. Kind of just put my head down, do my 3 sets real quick, roll into the close them now, where we'll also do 3 sets of 12. I just keep going. As soon as I'm on this machine, I do the open, right to the close, right to the open, right to the close, and I just keep the intensity, especially with this one, because I want to get on and off this machine as quick as possible. Really no explanation, but, either way, though, we got our leg lunges here, 3 sets, 12 and 12 each leg. With this one, too, I was also kicking the weight down, just like I said, to, just kind of lighten the load on the back. Especially with this one, the pad only does so much. And then you really do rely on your lower back for a little bit of this, along with the driving your legs to your glutes. So with that being said, today, by any means was not the best, and I hate to make video that was not my best, but sometimes I guess you got to go down to go back up twice is better. You know what I mean? So, today was, this week was by any means a slump week. It was definitely a slump week. Then we got our calf raises here, 4 sets of 10. I could have honestly loaded these up, but, around the board, I guess it was like a reset. Not all my lifts were like this all week. I actually came in Monday, very fierce, and was lifting pretty good. But other than that, after Monday, it was kind of a little bit downhill for the rest of the week, hanging low. But either way, we don't let that stop us. We roll right into our core, which, we right here, we just bring our legs up and do some kickers. 3 sets of 10 with the pause in the middle, pause on the way down, so as you go up, pause at the top, and pause on the way down halfway, and then that's 1 rep. We do that for 3 sets of 10. You really can't go wrong with this one. It gets a nice stretch, especially for the lower core. You can't go wrong with this. But also too, you can never go. You can always go down the path of doing sit-ups and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? But I would definitely recommend on like a higher level, adding a little bit more weight. But either way, just getting at the core is the biggest part, because a lot of your stability comes through there, and that's something I really want to work on, especially for the reason of my squat.
Alrighty, fellas, so that's a wrap on today's lift. I'll be honest, it was a short one and not a fulfilled one, but I'll explain in the truck furthermore. Best believe. Still got the mass, especially now that we're back in the cut. Sorry for fingering the lens. Rookie ass mistake. Trying to figure out a way to flex my hammy. That's the new goal. I don't know. Leg has always been a goal. Hold it. Alrighty, fellas, I'll catch you at the truck. This wasn't even really that good of a lift, but best believe we get everything in. This week was a little shaky as well, but we get it. See you guys at the truck, damn it. Alrighty, fellas. So, like I said, I had some explaining to do, right? Well, the reason why I cut today's lift a little short was because the fact of we got another leg day actually coming up to tomorrow on Saturday. Because we are going to be meeting up with a fine shorty. We're going to be meeting up with a woman. So, we're going to be hitting the lift with her and shit. So, I got to be on top dollar, you know what I mean? So, I don't know if I'll be really be recorded. But, word just came in, you know what I mean? So we locking in. But, if our brother does get stiffed, you guys will hear about it. And, I'm going to go hit a leg day anyways. Some way, some form, another way. Either way though, fellas, I'm just keeping you guys honest. Either way though, today's lift hopefully will allow us to still go full power tomorrow. Because I'm really charging up. Today was just like going through the flow, loosening up a little bit, and now kind of preparing for tomorrow, I guess. So show up and show out, I guess, tomorrow, right, fellas? Keep you guys posted. I'll see you guys on the flip. Alrighty, fellers, I got this pizza for my boys' work. Man, look at that pizza. That is fucking grade A. That is amazing, fellers. I'm gonna chow that down, best believe. Best believe, and I haven't had pizza in a while, but even on my little go-to cheats, I'm not gonna lie, freaking pizza has been my go-to, for real. I can't deny that freaking pizza, it's a good complex macro. It has protein, it has fat, it has carbs, you know what I mean? You kind of get everything. That's why it's I almost like eating subs now as well. But, catch you guys on the flip for tomorrow. Keep you guys posted, like I said.
Yes, sir, ski. Yes, sir, ski. Yeah, I took a year off, now I'm back better. Wrote a couple love letters, same shit with a hoe with no words. So I smoke a lot of dope, party like a rock star, scheming to get rich, just speaking on life. Yeah, just speaking on life. Up in a rap, pressed up on the gas. Yeah, I took a year off, now I'm back better. Wrote a couple love letters, same shit with a hoe with no worth. So I smoke a lot of dope, party like a rock star, scheming to get rich, just speaking on life. Holidays never the same, talk to Gramps on the phone, still got high hopes of coming home. My people living life up in the feds. I got a feeling I come from something, you come from nothing. Weight on my shoulders gets greater as I'm older. Got a generation to uphold, like my future son, my daughter. Never wanna hear daddy broke, he sold his soul to a hoe. Nah, that's why I don't play no games, never still the same, man. Years go by, I'm not just passing time. No one was here, late nights shed a tear. Hard work in the dark, lonely nights in the car. Yeah, I took a year off, now I'm back better. Wrote a couple love letters, same shit with a hoe with no worth. So I smoke a lot of dope, party like a rock star, scheming to get rich, just speaking on life. Yeah, just speaking on life. Up in a rap, pressed up on the gas. Yeah, I took a year off, now I'm back better. Wrote a couple love letters, same shit with a hoe with no worth. So I smoke a lot of dope, party like a rock star, scheming to get rich, just speaking on life. Stab me with a dagger, doesn't really fucking matter. Built for this life, built in this life. Stone cold, whole heart, really family fuck up, but I'll shut up, I don't speak on nothing. Yeah, I took a year off, now I'm back better. Wrote a couple love letters, same shit with a hoe with no worth. So I smoke a lot of dope, party like a rock star, scheming to get rich, just speaking on life. Yeah. Whoa. Hey. Yeah. Check in. Whoa. I've been standing on business cause I really don't care. Could've took that song down, but I really don't care. Yeah, stand on my word cause I really don't care how you think I felt, but you really didn't care. I've been standing on business cause I really don't care. Could've took that song down, but I really don't care. Yeah, stand on my word cause I really don't care how you think I felt, but you really didn't care. Yeah, it's been a real long while, still speaking on the past. Even though it didn't last, I done got a bag. Didn't let it faze me, you displayed me. Still mad at me, you know I'm doing something right. Really leveled up, now I kick the cup. Yeah, as the years go by, I can't lie. You still in the same place, drowning in the dark energy. So I understand when you see me. You can't handle that I done better, yeah, I ran it.
Fellas, I tell you, what a weekend. Things may not went to plan, to say the least. But you wanna know what? We still got that leg day in as a part 2, because I ain't gonna let nothing go to waste. If it's mentioned a day, we gonna hit that day. But either way, got 315 squad in again. That was good to, retouch that again. But either way, fellas, I will say, shit happens. But at the same time, we went out and bought a bike. That's cool. We went and hit a hard lift. You know what I mean? But even though we didn't meet up with the lady, we're gonna be meeting up again another time. Just some shit came up. Either way, though, and I can't complain. Either way, everything worked out clearly. You know what I mean? But either way, fellas, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. As always, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. But as always, fellas, stay hustling, stay grinding, stay focused. Peace out. See you guys in the next one.